when you're talking about, is it a down market, a slow market, a seller's market, a buyer's market, it really has to do with your zip code. And we just happen to be in a zip code that is having a very unusual real estate experience.
Hmm. Well, that's a great point and really illustrates the fact that things are really hyper local. And if you just pay attention to the major media messaging, you may have some misperceptions about what's happening, feet on the ground, if you will. And so I'm curious how you are managing seller expectations and buyer expectations, particularly if they're being fed from outside of your immediate market. They may come to you with some misperceptions based on that major media messaging. And so how do you educate them? How do you manage those expectations?
Great question. From a seller side, our counsel is that they must have a house that is almost in turnkey condition. The buyers today are in our area are 35 to 45 years old. They do not want to do one thing to the house once they buy it. So a house that is not in turnkey condition is going to be ignored. So from a seller standpoint, there is a tremendous amount of work in preparing a house for sale. It may take us 2 months or more to get a house ready for launch. We're dealing with one right now that we've been working on it since October.
Wow.
Um, so it must be in turnkey condition. So that's our advice to our sellers. From a buyer standpoint, uh, speed is of essence. The market is going at such a pace that even when you have a offer date set, and most listings today have an offer date set. In our market, brokers tours on Thursday, open houses Saturday and Sunday, reviewing offers on Monday night. And that is generally the pattern. So if a buyer is thinking that they've got time, they don't. So our counsel to the buyer is go to the broker's open. Anybody can go. It's not just realtors. Go to the broker's open on Thursday. As if there's a house that you're interested in, go there first. It may be that we're able to do a preemptive offer if it's a compelling enough offer.
That's interesting, because it also, forgive me for interrupting, but um, that also could give them a chance to see the house for a second time at the public open house, right? I am in a unique experience. Our market here is not performing in that way on the speed to offer side, and I'm working with clients who are under contract now for a roughly $2 million home, and we had the luxury of getting 4 private visits to the house before we made the offer.
Right.
And that is something that I hadn't experienced in quite a while. But I also want to back up to what you were saying about the sellers having to manage them, that in order to experience that speed of offer, that speed of sale, and the quality of the offer, that they really do need to take the time to present it. And so that kind of defies that thought process for sellers, that they can just throw the house on the market for whatever they want.